Next, let us see problems based on analytic function. Now, the first type of problem we are going to see here is a problem where we are given a complex function f of z. Now, this function could be either given in terms of z or it could be given in terms of x and y. Now, what we have to do here is, first we have to show that this given function f of z is analytic, and second, to find the derivative of the function, that is f dash of z. Let's see a problem of this type. Prove that f of z equal to x cube minus 3xy square plus 2xy plus I into 3x square y minus x square plus y square minus y cube is analytic, and find f dash z in terms of z. Let's see the solution. The first thing we do is we write down the given function f of z. So here we have our f of z. Next, we observe here that this function f of z is in terms of the variables x and y. We compare this given function with f of z equal to u plus iv. So we get the real part of the function u as x cube minus 3xy square plus 2xy. The real part is that part of the function which is not multiplied with I. We also get the imaginary part of the function, which is v, which is equal to 3x square y minus x square plus y square minus y cube. Imaginary part is that part of the function which is multiplied with I. Now, the first thing we are going to do is to show that f of z is analytic. How do we do that? So, for that we need to show Cauchy-Riemann equations are satisfied. Now, here the variables are x and y, so we use Cauchy-Riemann equations in the polar form. That is, we need to show ux equal to vy and uy equal to minus vx. So, for this we need to find out these four partial derivatives. So, first let us take the function u and we find the partial derivative of u. Say first with respect to x. Now, partial derivative of u with respect to x is, so we take each term and differentiate it with respect to x while treating the other terms as constant. So, let us take the first term. Here we have got x cube. Derivative of x cube with respect to x is 3x square minus 3, derivative of x is 1, y square remains as it is, plus 2 remains as it is, derivative of x is 1 and y remains as it is. This on simplifying gives us ux equal to 3x square minus 3y square plus 2y. Next, let us take derivative of u with respect to y. So, now the functions in y will get differentiated. So, derivative of u with respect to y, that is uy will be, now here we have got the first term as x cube. This does not contain any y. So, this entire thing is a constant. So, when we differentiate it with respect to y, so the derivative of this is 0, minus 3 remains as it is, x remains as it is, derivative of y square is 2y, plus 2 remains as it is, x remains as it is, derivative of y is 1. This on simplifying we get uy equal to minus, this on multiplying we get 6xy plus 2x. So, this is derivative of u with respect to y. Next, let us consider v, and now we differentiate v with respect to x. So, let us take the first term in v. Now, here 3 remains as it is. So, this is an x ka function x square. So, derivative of x square with respect to x is 2x, y remains as it is, minus derivative of x square is 2x plus, now here in this term there is no x function involved. So, this entire thing is a constant, derivative of this would be 0, minus Here also there is no x term involved, so this is a constant, derivative of this would be 0. This on further simplifying gives us, this on multiplication gives us 3 2s are 6 x into y minus 2x. So this is derivative of v with respect to x. Next, let's differentiate v with respect to y partially. So derivative of v with respect to y, 3 remains as it is, x square remains as it is, derivative of y is 1 minus, here there is no y term, so this entire thing is a constant when we are differentiating with respect to y, so the derivative is 0, plus derivative of y square is 2y minus y cube, derivative of y cube is 3y square. This on simplifying gives us Vy equal to 3x square plus 2y minus 3y square. So this is derivative of v with respect to y. Now we have found all the 4 partial derivatives. Now let us check if Cauchy-Riemann equations are satisfied. So for that we need to compare ux and vy. So let's compare it term by term. 3x square, 3x square minus 3y square minus 3y square plus 2y plus 2y. So we observe that ux is same as vy. Now let's compare uy and vx. Here we have got minus 6xy plus 6xy plus 2x minus 2x. So if we compare these two, the terms are same, only their signs are different. So here we can see that uy and vx are negatives of each other. So according to our observation, ux and vy are equal and uy and vx are negatives. So uy equal to minus vx. So Cauchy-Riemann equations are satisfied. Also, these 4 partial derivatives are continuous. This is a statement you have to just make here. Therefore, we can say f of z is analytic. So we have proved the first thing that we had to do, and that is to show that f of z is analytic. Now let us get to the second part, that is we have to find f dash z in terms of z. Now how to do that? So we have a formula for f dash of z, that is equal to ux plus I Vx. We substitute the ux and Vx which we have obtained. So we get f dash z is equal to 3x square minus 3y square plus 2y plus I into 6xy minus 2x. So we have got the derivative function f dash of z. But this derivative function is in terms of x and y, and in the question they have asked us to find it in terms of z. Now how to do this? For this we will be using a rule which is called as Milne-Thomson rule. Milne-Thomson rule says if you have an analytic function, analytic complex function which is in terms of x and y, you want to get it in terms of z, all you have to do is put x equal to z and y equal to 0. So let's do that over here. So our f dash z becomes 3, in place of x we substitute z, minus 3, in place of y we substitute 0, plus 2 into 0 plus I 6z into 0 minus 2 into z. Now let's simplify this. So we get 3z square, 0 square is 0 into 3, this will become 0, this term becomes 0, plus I into this term becomes 0, so here we will have only minus 2z remaining. This on further simplifying gives us therefore f dash z equal to 3z square minus I into 2z. So this is our f dash z in terms of z. Similarly, we can also be asked to find f of z in terms of z. In this question it is not asked, but in case if that is asked, all we have to do is use Milne-Thomson's rule to f of z. That is, take this function f of z and in this put x equal to z and y equal to 0. But again, do this only if it is asked in the question.